See, the statistics is all about data, man. There are three kinds of data we have seen. Remember what are all the data? It's raw data, ungrouped data and grouped data. Okay, for these kind of data we are measuring the measure of central tendency. The measure of central tendency means what? It's about the midpoint always. I mean the middle values. It could be mean, median or mode. Mean means what? It's an average. Okay, median means it is a middlemost observation. What it is? Middlemost observation. And then mode means most repeated observation. Okay, for example, in a class of 50 students, the class average is like 24.5. For the 30 marks, the class average is 24.5. Meaning what? All the students have got marks near to this marks. Okay, more or less near to this mark. Like it will be clustered around this 24.5. That's what this average means. And then median, the middlemost values means what? Suppose I say in a class of 50 students, the median for the marks is class of 50 students, and we have conducted test for 100 marks, man. Okay, so they say the median is 75, let us say. That means what? 50% of the students scored above 75, 50% of the students scored below 75. That means this is the middle. 50% is above them, 50% is below them. Could be anywhere, right? From 0 to 75, 50% of the students are there. Okay, so 50% of the students scored more than 75 means it's a good sign, right? Likewise, suppose they say mode is 65, like let us say 65 marks. It's about marks, not about the students, number of students. Okay, that means most of the students got 65 marks. That is what this means. Okay, or else in another way we can say the average of most of the students got marks. The average of the most of the marks is called mode. Alright, so there are three kinds of data as we discussed. Raw data means it's just a number, man. What it is? 1 1 2 3 4 4 7 7 like that. Only a number will be there. That is called raw data. And then ungrouped data, remember, it could be of the form xi fi. So xi means what? It is first observation, like 1 comes for 2 times, 2 comes for 1 times, 3 comes for 1 times, 4 comes for 2 times, 7 comes for 2 times. So how many times it occurred? We call it as a frequency. Alright, and then grouped data. Where is he, man? Grouped data, we have class intervals. Must be a network problem, I think. Class intervals and frequencies. Like we have 0 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, like that. The class intervals will be there. This class intervals, you know, right? Upper values, this lower limit, this first number is called as lower limit. Next number is called as upper limit. This upper limit is not always included. Okay, there are two kinds of series of there: inclusive series and exclusive series. See, this is an inclusive series. Everything is included in there. Okay, and then exclusive form means something will be left. For instance, we will be having 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, like that it may be. So here, as we said, these upper values, upper limits are not included. Yes, ma'am. Okay, sir. See, this upper value is not included. So the observation 9 is absent in this. Okay, that's what we are calling it as excluded. 9 is excluded from this, right? This is exclusive series. Okay, this is about the types of data, and then about the measures of central tendency. It's always the same. For mean, we have a formula. The formula for mean is always the same. That is number of observations. Mean is denoted by x bar. So sum of observations divided by total number of observations, man. Whatever it is, the formula remains the same. The structure only changes. The idea is same only. So here we know the numbers, we add everything and total number we can keep. Here we know all the numbers, how many times it repeated, you know. Is it? So 1 comes for how many times, 2 comes for how many times, 3. So instead of adding that, we are just multiplying that with the frequency. Okay. Alright. So here this is for ungrouped data, man. Sigma Fi, no, not like that. F1 x1, F2 x2 up to F1 xn divided by F1 plus F2 plus F3 up to Fn. Meaning this is the total number of observations. Formula remains the same, structure only changes. Okay. And then we have simplified this using the sigma notation. Sigma Fi xi divided by sigma Fi. See here xi is there means we will mark it as x bar. Suppose here di is there means we will mark it as d bar. Ui is there means we will mark it as u bar. Ki is there means we will mark it as k bar. Okay. And then for grouped data, man. For grouped data, we don't find any observations like this. We know their range only. So we are supposed to find the mid values of this class intervals. So called as class mark. What it is? Class mark. We have a formula for that. Lower limit plus upper limit. Lower limit plus upper limit. No, upper limit plus lower limit by 2. Okay. See, I am just putting in a correct way. Upper limit plus lower limit would be fine because we are finding the hutch class size and all. It's upper limit minus lower limit. Like we can always make it the same. Upper, lower. Then plus means plus by 2 means class mark. Minus means it's a class size. Alright. And then for this grouped data, we have a formula. The same formula we can apply, or else there are 2 other methods are there. The first method is what? Assumed mean method. So assumed mean method means we will assume a particular value a as the mean and we find xi minus a for that. Okay. And this xi minus a has a special name, man. That means we call it as a deviation. So sigma Fi di by sigma Fi. That means a plus d bar. That's all. I told you, know, here di is the means that is d bar. That is the assumed mean method. And then step deviation method means one more step extra. That means these numbers are all getting bigger. So we can't handle it. So we assume one of the values from where we have to assume the mean. Either from the class interval, either from the class mark or the frequency. Can you say which value we should assume as the mean? Come on, man. From the frequency, is it? Say, man. We should assume a value from frequency as a assumed mean or the observation as the assumed mean. From this upper box or lower box? Lower box, he says. Girls? Say something, man. I'll say you don't know. I'll say. Speak up. Am I audible? Like testing. 1, 2, 3. Girls, can you speak? Say apple. Apple. Say A-P-P-L-E. Come on. Then the same way, say from which row we have to choose the mean. Hey girls, come on. Lower box. No, it is not. This lower box is called frequency. Frequency is the number of times a particular observation comes. Okay. Class mark. From the class mark only we should choose the assumed mean. Very important thing. Okay. This is just a number of things, man. This doesn't have anything related to this given data. Just count. That is what frequency. Okay. So they say mean marks they ask. So here we have marks of the students. Here we have number of students. So where is the marks? Obviously the upper part. So don't commit mistakes in there and all. Alright. So for that kind of data, after finding the assumed mean also, after taking the mean deviation also, it becomes a big number. We can't handle it. Then we can do what? Divide it by h. I told you some shortcuts and all for that, remember? For the subtraction as well as the division and all, I told you some ideas, remember? So about the class size, and then we divide it. That is called step deviation method. So the step deviation method also we have the mean. So that is a plus h into sigma fi ui by sigma fi. In other words, a plus h into u bar we call it. So here this ui is nothing but previously we have taken the deviation, right? Di's. The di by h. Alright. Just know this formulas as well. These all the questions are very concept oriented, man. Okay. We are going to see some questions. So that is about mean. There are few ways for raw data. This is the formula, sum of observations by total number of observations. For ungrouped data, we should multiply the observation with the frequency and then divided by the total number of observations, which is given by the sum of all the frequencies. Okay. And then for grouped data, we have three methods. This is called direct method. The same formula can be used, but keep in mind, this xi's are the class marks. Okay. Alright. And then here, in the assumed mean method, from xi should we should choose the assumed mean, or the fi we should choose the assumed mean. It's always from xi. Okay, the class mark is the assumed mean, like we have to choose any one. It could be a first one, it could be the last one, but it is always suggestible that from the middle. Alright. Then shall I erase this? And then median, man. Oh, not median. Mode we'll see first. That order only it is in your book, right? So far we have seen about mean that gives the average marks obtained by the students. Okay. On an average, the students got this marks, like we can say. Okay. Now mode means most repeated observation. For raw data, it is evident, we can simply see the data and find. Okay. Which observation is occurred more number of times is the mode for raw data. Okay. And then I think I have given all these things in a proper way. Remember, for raw data what it is, in classwork itself you just refer once. And then for raw data it is like this. For ungrouped data, man, what it is? Raw data we can find and we can see and find. For ungrouped data, the observation which has the highest frequency, what it is? The observation which has the highest frequency. Remember, I kept one box like this. So these are the xi's, these are the fi's. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, here somewhat 7, 9, 12, 15, whatever it is. So which has the highest frequency, you just see. The observation 1 has the frequency 7, that means 1 repeated for 7 times, 2 repeated for 9 times, 3 repeated for 12 times. So this 15 is the highest frequency for this given data. This is the mode for the ungrouped scenario. Okay. And then for the grouped data scenario, we have a model class. As we have the class intervals, we have to choose among from that class intervals, one as a model class. What is the criteria to choose the model class? You remember, it's again the same, the class interval which has the highest frequency. Okay. So which has the highest frequency, we'll choose it, and then see, for instance, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, or let it be 30 to 40, like that. These are the class intervals, and then we have the frequency. Okay, so here the highest frequency is there in the class interval 20 to 30. We'll choose this guy as the model class, just because the class interval 20 to 30 has the highest frequency, 15. Okay. So, and then we'll mark this lower limit in the table itself, man. I'm saying the lower limit of this model class as L, and then we have to mark F0, F1, F2. Okay. And the formula to find the mode, you remember, which is L plus H into F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2. Alright. Any doubts on this? So, this is the formula, whereas this F0 is the frequency of the class interval which precedes the model class. F1 is the frequency of the model class, and then F2 is the frequency of the class which succeeds the model class. Also remember one thing here, I think I got the formula wrong. Oh, correct. 2F1 minus F0 minus F2. Okay, my bad. See, this formula I wrote wrong, is it? H comes here. Actually, in the formula H comes here only, but due to that some mistakes are keep on happening. They may, in a hurry, they may forgot to put this H at last. So, I changed the formula a bit. I told you also follow the same, or you guys are following the same. So, it's L plus H into always. Whenever you have to multiply it, multiply it before itself to avoid confusion. Okay. And then that is about this mode, man. So, this mode gives us what? Most of the students got what marks? Okay. Like most of the things happened how much? That like, so most of the students got what marks is given by the mode. Okay. Context is really important. I'm telling you, MCQs and all, they are playing with this context. And then median. Median means the middlemost observation, man. So, the middlemost observation means it depends upon the given data. Suppose they have given the raw data. First, we should arrange the data in ascending order or descending order. We always follow the ascending order. Okay. So, after arranging that in the ascending order, find out how many numbers are there. How many numbers, that means how many observations are there. If that is odd number, we will be having only one number as the median. So, that median is given by n plus 1 by 2th observation. That means we have 7 observations means, so we have 8 by 2, 4th number as the median. It is not 4 is the median. 4th number in the ascending order, who comes in the place 4? That guy is our median. Okay. See, for instance, here itself I will take that is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 7, 7 like that I am taking. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or let it be. So, 7 numbers I have taken. So, here as I got 4th observation, this 4 is the median, is it? They are the commonly made errors. It is not 4 is the median. 4th number is the median. Who is the 4th number? 1, 2, 3, 4th number. So, this guy is the middle guy. So, 3 guys, 3 numbers before that, 3 numbers after that. So, that gives that exact cut, half cut. So, 50% of the students got above 2 marks, 50% of the students got below 2 marks, like that. That is the exact midpoint. Okay. And then, median for raw data, man, like this. Suppose you got ungrouped data, you have to be very careful at this moment. Oh, sorry, I said what? Odd numbers I said. Then suppose it is even. Then there are 2 values which comes in the middle. We can't decide which is the median. So, we will take average of those 2 values. So, that means n by 2th observation plus this next to n by 2th observation. N by 2 plus 1th observations by 2. Okay. So, instance I have this number itself, let me take like 7. So, here totally how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers are there. So, 8 numbers means it is 8 by 2th observation and 8 by 2 plus 1th observation, simply the next observation. So, 8 by 2 means it is 4th observation, man, plus 8 by 2 plus 1, that means 5th observations. By 2. Is that 4 plus 5 by 2? No, it's fourth number plus fifth number by 2. Fourth number is 2. Fifth number is 3 by 2. So 5 by 2, 2.5 is the median. Okay. Got it? And then for the grouped data, we have a formula. But before going into the formula, we have to know one thing is called cumulative frequency. So the cumulative frequency means what? It is a frequency which is obtained by adding all this, so that we can point out which is the position of the given observation. Okay, so here and all you can easily find. Oh, why man, I keep on skipping these things. Later, before I skip the even numbers, now I skip the ungrouped data. Shall I erase this, man? This is about raw data, man. Any confusions in this? And then we'll address grouped data and then we'll move on to this. For grouped data also same thing, man. But though it is in the box, we have to make sure they are in the ascending order or descending order. After that, count how many numbers are there. Okay. Just count how many numbers are there. In this 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not the value. It is not that 4 numbers are there. Totally how many numbers are there? It is given by whom? This Fi, man. That is the total number of numbers. So that is 7 plus 9, 16, 28, 37 numbers are there. Oh, sorry. 16, 28, 28, 31, 41 numbers are there. Oh, I am blabbering. 43. Yes, 43. And then that 41 is 43 is what? Odd number. No need to cumulative frequency and all. Oh yes, man, correct. Cumulative frequency we have to calculate. So this is 7, 16 and this is 28, 28 na 33, 43. Good. Cumulative frequency we should calculate just to identify the position. Okay. And then we got 43. 43 is an odd number. Then which observation is the median? It's 43 plus 1 by 2. So it's 44 by 2. 22nd observation. Okay. But we can't find the 22nd term. This meaning is what? 1 comes for 7 times. 1, 1, 1, 1, like 7 times. So that only we calculated the cumulative frequency. So this means first 7 numbers is 1. From 8th number to 16th number we have 2. From 17th number to 28th number we have 3. Understand or not? So we are looking for a 22nd number. 22nd number is who? From 17th number to 28th number we have 3, right? So that is how 3 is the median. Okay. Or else in other words what we can say means the cumulative frequency which is just greater than n by 2. N by 2 means this total value by 2. Alright. Clear? It depends on odd or even, man. Again, suppose there are even number of observations are there. Let me make it as 16. Then it is 44 again. Then who are all the observations, man? It's n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1th observation. That means 22nd observation and 23rd observation. Who is 22nd observations here? 3. 23rd observation? That is also 3. So 3 plus 3 by 2 is what? 3 again. So 3 is the median. That is for ungrouped data. Same happens for this grouped data also, but we have a separate formula for them. Alright. So the formula is what? You remember? Shall I erase this fully? Any doubts in median, man? No. See the formula for the median. First we have to find n by 2, man. After finding n by 2, so cumulative frequency we will calculate for this rough data. So it is 10, 22, 37, 40, 50. Okay. So n by 2 is how much, man? 50 by 2, 25. The cumulative frequency, again listen carefully, cumulative frequency, not the frequency. Cumulative frequency which is just greater than 25 we have to look. Is this just greater than 25? 22? No. Which is 37. So this is our median class, man. After finding the median class, we should mark what? The required things for the formula. The formula for the median is, it's L plus H into N by 2 minus CF by F. So here H we know, L is the lower limit of the median class. Okay, how we chose it? Remember, it's because it's greater than N by 2, that is why. So L is the lower limit of the median class and F is the frequency of the median class. Okay, and CF we have to be really carefully choose, that is before the class interval only we should choose, before the median class. So this is our CF man, not the cumulative frequency of median class we should not use. The cumulative frequency that is preceding to the class interval of median class. Alright. So this one we have to be really aware and careful so that we don't commit any mistakes. So for that only I am telling you to mark that in the box itself, the table itself. Don't hesitate. Even though in your pen also put a small marking, not a problem. Okay. Then substitute, we will find the correct answer. Okay. Now we have seen about all the central tendencies and all. Now answer this question, whether mean is a part of the observation or not. I mean, you are getting one mean, right? That number will be there in the observation or not, necessarily be there or not. No need. You take the average of first 5 numbers, what it is? Three will come, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 man. Take the average. Sometimes, the first 5 numbers I asked, man. It's 5 into 5 plus 1 by 2 divided by 5. Cancelled. So that is 3 is the mean. First 5 whole numbers, first 5 natural numbers. Okay. So that is about mean. Mean can be a part of the observation or may not be the part of the observation also. Median man, if n is odd, it is a part of the observation. If n is even, it may not be the part of the observation. Okay. And then mode is surely, essentially should be the part of the observation. It should be the given, should be in the given observation. Okay. Clear? Any doubts on this? These are all very important key points. And coming back to the step deviation method and all, this inclusive series, this is inclusive series. Exclusive series and all coming, right? Exclusive in the sense we discussed, remember, that is 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, this kind of exclusive series and all. Do we have to convert this actually into inclusive form? Yes, we can convert, or else their midpoints will not change even if you convert also. How we can convert, you remember? We take the difference, we measure the difference, and half of the difference will subtract with the lower limit and we add it with the upper limit. Okay. Or else simply we don't need to convert it. Increase h by 1, that's all. Here class size is what? H, 9 will come. For calculation, step deviation method, we will take 9 plus 1 as 10. That's all, enough. We do the calculation as usual. The midpoint will not change. Okay. Got it? So these are all the important things should be remembered, man. Now with this idea, we'll start solving some questions. Do you have any doubts or confusions or clarifications regarding this? Anyone? Come on girls, where you are? Girls? Not there. Boys? You boys have any doubts? Okay. Usham and DJ Shark, you don't have any doubt? Okay.